Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving Liverpool. I think the writing is on the wall. It's been there for some time. But what we're going to take a look at today is some words of warning from Steven Gerrard. This comes from his documentary, Make Us Dream. And I think it does talk a lot about maybe where Trent's head is at, because it is a very difficult decision for him to make right now. And there'll be a lot of people in his ear saying he needs to make this move or he needs to stay at Liverpool. But I think what Gerrard has to say is pretty crucial in terms of us understanding how he might be feeling. So we're going to play the clip and then we'll talk it through.
He didn't know where he was. I could see it in him. I remember watching him. He just said, you know, Dad, I've had these offers. And I did say to him, at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision. But them people won't love you the way these people love you here. You can't change what you are, the way you've been brought up. You're a Scouser. That's what I said to him.
He was saying to me, these fans adore you. You're everything to them. You're their hope. You're their dreams every single day. Liverpool's in your heart. Forget what's in your head. If Chelsea in your head, that's just a noise. That's just a noise. Remember where you're from. Remember who made you. Liverpool's your team.
9:38 and Johnny Saunders has the sport.
Steven Gerrard is going to stay at Liverpool.
So there we have it. Gerrard gives Trent the warning that I think he should be heeding. Listen, it's very hard for us to sit as fans and say, don't take the move. We want you to stay at our club because that's what we want as fans. We want to have the best players in our team and we want us to have them for us to succeed. But Trent is at a stage of his career where he's 26. The next contract he signs is likely going to be his last big contract. And he has one of the biggest teams in world football in his ear asked him to come. And they're going to be paying him mega money. We're going to go through some of the things, the kind of key areas that we want to obviously look at when Trent is deliberating on this decision. So he's done it all at Liverpool. He has won everything he's ever dreamed of and he's captained Liverpool. Maybe he feels like he's ready for the next step. And I think us as anyone that, if you're in a career and you feel like you've done everything within that job and you want to maybe move to another company to maybe take the next step in your career, it's no different in that sense. Obviously, it comes into aspects where there's a lot of emotions in football. And I think for us to understand that, it's almost you have to take away the emotion, which can be very difficult. And I think what Trent is in that situation now is that he's having to choose between his boyhood club or a team that maybe might take him to another level. And considering it's not, maybe with the Gerrard situation where he felt that if he could win a Premier League with them, then that could like eclipse everything that he could ever hope to have done. But he had won the Champions League with Liverpool, Gerrard, and then he wanted to go on and do more with them. And the team that he had, he couldn't do that. But Trent is in a situation now where he's done everything at Liverpool. I know he hasn't been the captain of Liverpool, but he has captained Liverpool, so he knows what that feels like. And maybe Madrid is something that is piquing his interest because that's something that he could elevate himself even more into a different stratosphere of player. Because to be honest, to get to another level, that's what you have to do. You have to be playing at Real Madrid, at Barcelona, to be able to be talked about as one of the best footballers of all time. Like, Liverpool have had some great players over the years, but in terms of like Ballon d'Or winning players, Michael Owen was the last Liverpool player to have won it, and very few teams in England get Ballon d'Or winners, and there's a reason for that, because Madrid, Barcelona, the likes of the Milans, the Juventuses, the Italian teams back in the day, they were the ones that won the big Ballon d'Or trophy. So, yeah, it's difficult for him. But we'll move on to the next point. The wages offered. So, one of the big things that seems to be being offered at the minute is he wants 350 grand a week, which will put him on level with Van Dijk and Salah levels in terms of wages. And currently, he is the third highest wages in Liverpool at the minute. So he is up there. He's just not on. He wants to go kind of take that to another level. And to be completely honest, I think Liverpool doing that would break the bank, and that's not something that I think they should be doing for a right back. I understand maybe with Salah, when you have someone who's like, if you're giving him a 2-year contract, you're putting on 350, 400 grand a week. Van Dijk has obviously shown a lot more that he can basically get Liverpool over the line in a lot of big games. He came in, he changed Liverpool's fortune. He got us to win a Premier League, to win a Champions League. And I know Trent has been part of that, but I think if you're doing that for Trent, Then you'll have the likes of Diaz coming in. They'll be looking for 250 to 350 a month, or sorry, a week. You'll have the likes of Gakpo, players that like come into form. It'll just set a trigger and a chain of events that you just don't want to happen. So I think that's not something that Liverpool should be offering them. I think 250 is probably 300 max, maybe with bonuses. That's where Liverpool should be going. Anything higher than, I think you should be just saying, listen, we want you to stay, but for that amount of money, I don't think it's fair. And Madrid will happily offer him that. They'll give him 400 grand a week if that's what he wants. They're going to get him on a free contract. If they want to sign him for 20 million in January, that's what they feel like they will offer Liverpool now. But their wages that I think are just outside Liverpool's parameters, and I don't think it's something that we should break in the bank for. The next one then is life without Trent. So the big talk is that Liverpool can't lose Trent. He's just such a valuable asset. And the one thing I would say is, lads, Liverpool have lost some incredible players, especially in recent years. Like, we've lost Suarez, we've lost Sterling to a rival team. Like Gerrard when he left. You just feel like at the time it's the worst thing ever that could happen to your club. And it inevitably isn't. Trent, for an incredible footballer that he is, we've definitely lost better players in our time of supporting Liverpool, and there's definitely going to be better players in the future that we are going to lose. Salah is someone that could potentially leave in the next summer. So, like, losing Trent, although it'll be a heart-wrenching thing to happen, but if he feels like he wants to take the next step, if he feels like he's not getting offered enough at Liverpool, then just let him go. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world, and I think that's the main thing we have to focus on. Obviously, give him what we feel he's worth, but if he doesn't think that that's enough, then let him go. That's the main thing. Just let him go. At the end of the day, it's a very tricky situation. Liverpool have themselves in, but I think the priorities right now is Salah and Van Dijk. I understand Trent wants what he wants, but it is up to Liverpool to think, if he's not worth the money that he wants, then I think it is time to let him go. But I'm interested to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Should Liverpool go all out to sign Trent? Should they let him go to Real Madrid? Should they sell him in January, or should they wait until we hopefully win the league come the summer? I'm very interested to know your thoughts. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll chat to you all in the next one.